you can't build a solid house without mortar between the bricks. And one of the things that he did in that is that he kept insisting that he could do entire scenes in kind of tableaus with no close-ups, no coverage, no entrances, no exits. And one of the things that's very confusing to me, at least, about the version that I saw, is that you want those exits and exits. It's not that you notice them when they're there, it's that when they're not there, you notice the lack of them. So that's one of those projects, as most of them are, that have wonderful aspects about them and awful aspects about them. Again, the best thing that came out of it is the relationships, the friendships that I made. Questions? Yes? Shut up, is that what you're trying to do? Okay. Well, wrap it up. Okay. Well, if we had 2 more hours, I'd sit up here and yak with you for 2 more hours. I'm so sorry. In wrapping it up, is there anything that anybody would like to say or comment on, or any questions that you wanted to ask? Yeah.
Anything else to do with Port Charles?
Yes, the weasels keep bringing me back. I mean, you know, in the generation that I come from, you do a soap opera at the beginning of your career and at the end of your career. And they basically wouldn't take no for an answer, so they brought me on for a lot of money, I admit freely. I hated it so much. It was so difficult. I didn't feel that I could do good work in the way they work, because everything that I base my kind of work on is you build up a kind of emotional momentum that blows through the normal defense mechanisms that we have, so you have real emotion and real stuff going on as an actor. And the way that they shoot soaps is they shoot several scenes in a row. And you just, one bunch of actors hits their marks, and then they finish talking, they get out of the way, and then the next bunch walks up, usually to the same marks, and they're terrible things, like it's all pre-lit. And usually we'll rehearse a scene and they'll light to how the actors move and everything, and all of a sudden you're pretending there's a line of people, and you're talking to the person on the far end, and you can't see that person's eyes, and you're pretending you can see him and talk to him. You know, or you'll hear a thing that comes out of the top of the shadow, 50 feet high in the shadows, you know, stop up on tape, baby. You know, and so you stop and stop tape, which means like cut. So you stop, and there's been some little glitch or something in a line or a technical glitch, and they rewind the tape a couple of feet, and they go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you start acting again. And this happens every, 60 seconds, minute and a half or so. And it really completely stops you from getting any emotional momentum on the scenes. And in my entire career, which is like getting above 90 movies and 5 or 6 TV series and God knows how many shows and plays, it never once entered my mind that I was going to work. Not once until I did that show. And I felt, oh, I've got to go to work. You know? And I never came home one day proud of what I'd done. And I feel it's a betrayal of you guys, and it's a betrayal of myself.
We love you.
Well, that's really sweet. I love you too. And I'm so pleased and so grateful that you guys have kept the flame alive here, because it has gone beyond Beauty and the Beast. I mean, oh, really quickly, this is really important. He's folding his arms.
Take all the time you need in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, this is really important to me. Now, what reminded me is that I'm seeing, to my absolute and utter amazement, new faces.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
The internet.
Well, okay. Paulette Edwards basically is my dreamboat who runs my fan club. And most of you know her. First of all, both of us apologize for this year having been so overwhelming for both of us personally and from everybody I've talked to, for virtually all of us. It was just an incredible, weird, intense year. Both of us feel that we haven't been as able as we usually are to maintain the quality and the quantity of fan-oriented materials. That's going to change. Absolute renewed commitment to the websites, absolute renewed commitment to letters, but more important than anything to me is something that I started some years back called Band of Angels. And essentially what that is a database, for those of you who don't know, because a lot of you do know, a database of all the people in the fan club and what their abilities are, what their address and the phone numbers and everything. So that, and we've had it time and time and time and time again happen in everything from just somebody who's feeling a little blue to somebody who's terminal and has no family, and through Band of Angels, people traveling hundreds and hundreds of miles and taking care of them until they pass on. And it's an extraordinary thing, and really for me the most important, the heart of the fan club. And I'm taking it to a new level. I'm going to turn it into a nonprofit foundation and go national with it. And I know this can sound cliche or mushy or corny or whatever you want, but I care so much about this, and I have so much respect for Linda Moore, who's the woman who really has sort of been spearheading it and keeping it together and everything. I mean, I got the easy work. I make a couple of phone calls every once in a while to try to cheer somebody up. And I mean, it's not like I don't like talking. So, I mean, but a lot of other volunteers have come in, and we need more volunteers. And I'm going to be working individually on the phone with every single volunteer. So Paulette's back there in the red jacket. And any of you who want to be part of this, who aren't part of the fan club, either join the fan club, or that's not a necessity. If you want to volunteer your services to Band of Angels, I thank you with all my heart, and I will definitely be in direct contact with you as we work on this. It's really something that has shown itself, and you can talk to some of the folks. I really want to all the people who are members, who have been helped by it, so I can start putting together a fundraising portfolio. I really need you guys to be in touch with me and or Paulette, because I would like a single page or half a page or whatever, or 50 pages, whatever you feel like, just talking about your experiences with Band of Angels and what it meant to you. And it's something that really, when all of the other stuff is gone and forgotten, I hope is growing, and even after I'm gone, there's no reason why, as a dream, it can't continue to live and bring solace and compassion and help and support to all the people who need it. And I thank you for having given me the support that you've given me over the years. It means so much to me, and there have been many, many times, as with all of us in all our careers, in all our lives, when I feel a little low or I feel a little blue. And it's astonishing the things that come into your heart in those moments. When you put out a tremendous amount of energy, there are times, just like natural cycles with winter and spring and summer, where you suddenly feel like you're in the winter of your time, or the winter of your soul. And in those times, sometimes it's the most difficult to reach out. And I ask you all, as a personal favor to me, please do utilize Band of Angels, and in this moment and those moments, reach out. As you have always reached out to me, and I now reach out to you to embrace. And I thank you, and I love you, and I look forward to the next time we speak.